Welcome back to another episode of Mitten Marijuana, the podcast where we review and learn all about cannabis. I'm Joe.
And I'm Chloe.
Today, we have something kind of different than normal. Not really a weed review, but kind of a review of sorts.
Product review.
Yeah, I guess a weed product review. It's the Unicorn Puke Distillate Brush, which is as awesome as it sounds.
Yeah.
So, whether you're a seasoned smoker or you're new to the scene, this episode will have something for you. Let's start with the basics. Unicorn Puke Distillate Brush is a pretty cool little cannabis product. Allows you to have homemade jeeters and roses and all those infused joints at home. You just brush it on. Got a little twist up thing. Comes in a little bag.
Looks like a nail oil pen.
Yeah, really cool. Super convenient. It like doubles how potent your joint will be. Not literally, but pretty much, yeah.
Did it for you? Because I personally didn't notice a difference.
I definitely noticed a difference. So it's not it's not edible, and it's not really
it's a product.
Yeah, it's a product. It's a different product than what we normally do, and I was excited to try this out for you guys. First impressions didn't disappoint. It sounds like it might disappoint you a little bit with it not
I like
being,
the flavor
over the top.
I liked the flavor that it gave.
Yeah, it tastes like I think Unicorn Puke is the only way to really describe it.
It was very sweet. It made my joint taste like maple syrupy.
Yeah,
I really liked that.
Though it did also mean that you couldn't really just touch your joint wherever because there was distillate.
Yeah, it was sticky.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a big deal. As long as,
if
you
have
don't have like
roach
pets and leave
clip,
them out,
perfect.
you're good. Yeah, if you have a roach clip, you're solid.
Yeah, or like I have a little extender that we used.
Right. Yeah, which made it really easy to smoke. I mean, the packaging was not as like whimsical as Unicorn Puke sounds like it would be, but I mean, it's a distillate brush. It was good. It was okay. Didn't really stand out. Didn't jump off the shelf. I didn't notice it at all in this store. I had to ask my bud tender if there's any kind of different ways to get high.
Yeah, what did you ask him or them? I guess
it was a girl.
Okay.
I asked her what are some different ways. What's a different, like, unusual way to get high? Something that's not just an edible or a flower. And she said that.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I also was recommended like tinctures.
Oh, yeah.
You just like
the,
put it on your skin.
oils.
Yeah.
A lot of people put them like on their gums.
Yeah. Yeah. So kind of like that. I mean,
I would like to try that at some point.
Yeah.
I'm very curious. Because that was like the thing.
We'll get to it.
That was the product that guy used that had the super severe Parkinson's right at the beginning of the pro weed movement that came out. Of like, look at what this microdose of THC tincture did for this Parkinson's guy. It's not bad. It can actually help. Because apparently that's like supposedly, I don't know if like research has changed since then. Like the quickest way for it to get into your system is in your gums because your blood vessels are so close to the surface.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's why a bunch of college kids butt chug.
Ugh.
Get drunker faster if it's in your butt.
That makes me want to vomit.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, well, I mean, back to the product we reviewed. It's really easy to use. It's got a little twisty thing. Gets the oils to the brush tips. It's portable. So it's got a little cap for the brush, so you can just put it in your pocket. Put it in your pocket, roll a joint on the go, and then have a little infused joint. Or if you have enough keef in your traveling grinder,
Mm.
you can have a little chiefed up little fake Jeter.
Right. You can basically make your own Jeters now.
Yeah. So portable on the go.
Tried it that way.
Really cool. Now let's talk about the aroma and flavor.
I didn't notice a scent to it at all.
Same. I also didn't notice a scent to it. But the flavor was kind of fruity.
Really?
Yeah, a little fruity.
I didn't taste any fruit. I tasted like pure maple syrup, like pure sugar.
Well, there you go.
Like a savory sugar.
Get wildly different tastes. We put it on dips. I think that's probably an important thing to disclose. So
yeah, and if you want to read, Jesus
watch
Christ.
our review of dips, see what we think.
Yeah,
of
listen to our review of that.
Then you can compare and contrast. Maybe we should do a second review of this with a different weed we've also reviewed. So you can compare and contrast. I mean, we'll probably use it again. We have the brush.
Yeah.
It's not something I think I will go out and restock on. But it's certainly not a knock of the specific one that we tried. Just, it didn't do enough for me to be like, that's the only way to smoke now, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't that good.
It's cool.
Yeah,
It's
it's
definitely
neat.
cool. You can, if you think that's important, go for it, but we just don't.
Yeah.
We're not that type of person.
Yeah, it was all right. They're definitely easy to use. I mean, like I said, nothing really stood out to me when I saw it on the shelf. It just kind of, I didn't even see it on the shelf.
Yeah.
It was just there. I had to ask. She had to show me.
That's one thing that's kind of weird about, I feel like, at dispensaries is that you can't, it feels weird to just like look around.
Yeah, they always
you
ask
have to know
you know what you're looking for? Like, no.
But then you have to like answer a questionnaire.
Yeah, I just want to
It's
shop.
like, I only know so much. Let me explore. Let me discover new things. I can't just say, I don't know anything, because then they don't know where to start.
Right.
And then they start with those super obvious shit. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, they stand out. As far as the effects and potency, I noticed it definitely changed the joint a bit, but I don't know if it, I think you had a different opinion on that.
Like you said on potency?
Yeah, like it changed the joint, like it made it stronger.
I didn't notice anything personally.
Yeah, and I think I noticed something. Maybe I didn't, but I definitely smoked less of my joint. So.
Do you feel like you got about just as high as you normally would have had you finished it without it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so like a little bit.
So I think there's a bit of a difference, but it wasn't crazy.
Yeah, it's not like
anticipated more.
It's not like doubling the potency or anything. Yeah. It's like you're getting a step up. You're getting an extra like maybe ½ inch on your roll.
Yeah, I mean, which is something. That's something.
Yeah. So I guess it's a good thing maybe to have on hand if you are running low on flour and maybe you have to roll like a baby joint and you're like, well, I have it. This will at least make me feel higher.
Yeah.
Kind of thing until I can get to the store tomorrow.
Perfect for roaches. If you got a roach,
true.
Put a little bit of that on it.
Yep. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Especially if you only have like a quick second to smoke.
Right.
Like if you're busy.
Yeah, if you gotta get back to work. Your smoke break's almost over.
Yeah. Just tell them it's a nail oil pen. Doesn't matter who you are. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean,
Personal
you know,
hygiene.
it's a nice thing to have, I guess. Just lying around. Certainly not something I'd go out and seek again, like I said before. I mean, if you're in the area or like, if you're looking for something new, I'd recommend it. You know, it's different. It's not the norm.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
That's for
it's
sure.
cool.
But other than that, if you're just getting high to get high, don't really care, then I don't think it's really
So,
worth its own trip to
pros
the
and
dispensary.
cons. Pros, it's neat, portable. It will increase like the potency.
Flex on your friends.
Huh?
Sick flex on your buds.
Yeah, you know, when you bring pre-made Jeters to the party,
You can say
that's
you
kind
made
of flex. Yeah. When you give out free Jeters, but they don't know that it's really just a home rolled joint. That's kind of a flex. Cons? Not really many cons, just
Yeah,
mean,
I don't think there can be much of a con to something like this.
no. It could be considered too sweet for your taste.
Yeah, depending on how it tastes to
Maybe you don't
too.
like having sticky fingers and you don't want to have a roach clip or a joint extender.
Yeah.
It's not something I'd recommend for brand new smokers.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's
unless
worth
you
it for
smoked a few
new.
times and your tolerance is actually high, not you think it's high. It is high. Then go for it. But I think it's something you could definitely overdo by accident.
Yeah, especially if you're a newbie.
Yeah. Overall, the Unicorn Puke Distillate Brush, pretty cool product. If you're looking for a more potent, differently flavorful, cannabis experience, it's really easy to use. It's versatile. I mean, you could probably brush that on your on the top of your bowls if you really,
Yeah.
if you're feeling frisky. So you know,
I feel like
not
that
just
would be
joints, I
pretty
guess.
difficult, but I guess
Who
we'd have to
knows?
see.
But I mean, you know, I recommend trying it at least.
Yeah, if you're bored and you are kind of in the same position we were in a sense of like kind of want to do something new, it is definitely worth trying out. It's not complicated, it's not expensive, it's not.
Yeah, it's pretty. I can't remember what I paid, but it's not outrageous, and it lasts.
Like
Quite
I'm
while.
at a point where like the next like kind of setup thing I want to try is wax.
Yeah, and that's expensive. A lot of stuff you have to get before you can try it. So we might have to just find a friend that
has a wax rig
and
or dab rig.
take some dabs.
Rig. Yeah. So
if you're one
this
of my
is something
friends,
that,
you got dab rig, hit me up.
But if this is something, this is definitely something like if you want to try something new.
Right.
That's not that kind of.
Yeah, it's a cheap new thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed the review. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review. Follow us on all of our social medias. Links will be in the description below. The Linktree, Patreon. If you have anything you want us to cover, send us a message. Send us an email. Send us just comment on the video if you're on YouTube, etc., etc. Perchance, perhaps.
So millennial.
Join us next week.
Send me an email.
Huh?
I'm making fun of you for saying send us an email.
Hey, send us an email. If you're a business looking to reach out, send us an email.
Yeah. More like that.
Don't
go. Just
if you're looking to collab,
saying,
send us an email. Hey, email is saying hey. That's what's up.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway.
You just opened a can of worms, I'm sure.
Join us next week for another exciting episode. Until then, stay lifted, stay informed. We'll see you next time on Mitten Marijuana. The same pot time, the same pot channel. Good night.
See ya.